So now, since we are talking about what is the interaction design, let's recap. So what is user experience? So user experience is the process of creating user interaction with device or system. So here, the focus is creating great experiences or basically interaction, but interaction what? At all the touch points, not that but at a particular screen, but across all touch points. Fine. And the objective again is what? To provide positive, engaging, and productive experience. In this case, like a lot of technology is involved, research is involved, users are involved, product is created, and testing is done, right? So if you have to define this in a different way, so user experience means it deals with people. It deals with people. What they do, the people they interact with the product and the experiences that is created by the designers. And the overall process here is called as the UXD, that is the user experience design process. It is the process of deliberately enticing a person to engage with a device or a system. So overall objective is what? Objective is to create great experiences, good experiences for the user, so that at the end he is able to satisfy his need, fulfill his need, and get positive result. When we create designs and follow this user experience process, what we do is we take care of the users. And that's why this is called as the user centric or customer centric process. So here what happens, there is this digital interaction, digital communication. Okay, and communication happens between the product and the user. So user is the one who communicates or who interacts with the product. Here a lot of different systems, a lot of different things are involved. So digital system, so what is that we are building? Communication, what is that we are trying to communicate through that system? Human factors, understanding the human computer interaction, like how the interaction should happen, like between the human and the computer. Similarly, how to build usable products, and also good principles of visual design, good copywriting, and beyond that, like there are a lot of things. We'll see all those things in the coming slides. So in the UX process, there are a lot of different people involved and a lot of different roles and responsibilities. Out of these or from these, like one small part is the interaction. And when we're talking about interaction, this is one representation of the experience model. So one part is or focuses on the interaction. And here, as a designer, we try to take care of a lot of different things. That is pattern. So what is the existing pattern? What is the existing mental models of the user? Okay, we try to leverage their learnings, their behaviors and patterns, and also understanding the system what we are building. Fine. And where will that be used? Like, would that product or system be used on a mobile device or on a laptop or on a kiosk or on TV or on a smartwatch or where? So as an interaction designer, we try to understand the device, and also that is basically the platform and also the limitations of that platform and other things around that. And here the core is always the human. So we understand human, try to understand who would be the end users, their needs, their frustrations, their limitations, their expectations from the product. So everything we take care of when we are working as an interaction designer. There's another way of representing the interaction design. When we talk about interaction design, a lot of different things is taken care of, like as I said earlier, like human computer interaction, usability engineering, designing the scenario, also about what is that we are designing, understanding the guidance system or the design systems, the media installation, understanding sound. So this again like a different presentation of interaction design. So we understood basics about like what is interaction design, but when I've talked with people or like when I talk with students, most of them say like, oh, the interaction design is all about just the transitions, about the rollovers, about the pop-ups, about the alerts. But it's beyond that. It's not just about these things. This interaction design covers a lot of other things also, like human cognition, understanding human memory. What is short-term memory? What is long-term memory? How users decide before using the product, okay, or when interacting with the product, or the emotional level of the user and how they behave, about the technology. So there are a lot of these things, not just about the pop-ups or the alerts or the animation. It is about designing for the entire interconnected system. So basically he understands and create interaction, taking care of the whole system, not just like on that particular screen. So he first tries to understand like what is the whole ecosystem, who are the users, why we are building, what is the journey, and then creates interaction for a particular screen. So that is what the interaction designer does. When you're talking about the interconnected system, this is basically the device where the product would be used, the interface, like where the interaction will happen, and also the context and the environment and the people. So context could be like why. Okay, why could be the context, and the environment could be like whether he would be using the product on the go or sitting on a chair or standing or what other environment he may be like using the product in. So understanding those things help, or by having the understanding of those things, the interaction designer is to come up with great experiences.